News 8 at Sunrise in high definition continues.
Welcome back. October is Financial Planning Month. Please welcome CPA Tom Walpole back to the program. Tom, good to see you.
Always good to be back.
So let's talk a little bit about financial planning this morning. First of all, why is it so important for people?
Well, you want to do several things. You want to avoid any major setbacks. You want to plan for changes in your life, and you want to keep your credit in good shape.
And having your finances in order, obviously, is essential. Let's talk about financial setbacks. How can planning help with that?
Anything can happen to anybody, as we all know. So you want to make sure you have enough insurance. You want to make sure you have enough life insurance, disability insurance, insurance on your home and car, long-term care insurance. All these things can really hurt your financial plan, so it's good to have something in place to back you up on that.
For sure. Major life changes obviously can happen to anyone as well.
Right. Major life changes can happen to anybody. You want to make sure you're going to be in shape for that. Have a retirement plan in place. Have a plan in place, and I suggest you write it down. If you can't see it, it's harder to follow. With the diet, you always check your weight every day. What you want to have is that plan in place. Set up an emergency fund. That's very important. Do that first. So if something happens, you have a loss of job or a fire at your house, you've got a fund to get you through some things that'll take care of you.
A place to go, for sure. You certainly can use financial planning to help avoid things like debt and credit problems, right? Let's delve into that.
Don't buy things you can't afford. Too many people look at these things and say, well, I'm going to get a raise next year, or things have always been good, I'll buy this and pay for it later. Don't buy things you can't afford. Pay your credit cards off as soon as you get them, not as soon as you get them, but that month, and try not to stretch credit out, because you don't know what's going to happen with your income down the road. If you put yourself behind the 8 ball early, it's going to be hard to get out from behind it.
There is a great resources you have online with the State Society of CPAs. It's called, let's see here, Get Money Smart. Can we talk about that a bit?
That's a pretty good website. It shows a lot of tips of things to do, and they're not hard things to do either. If you look at this website, it gives tips for the everyday person, how to make a budget, how to create that budget. If you do your budget, it's going to do two things. It's going to help you with the everyday stuff, and it's also going to give you some long-term planning, and that's the key to the whole thing.
And it'll step you through the basics of that process.
Yes, it will.
All right, Tom, thank you. Great advice this morning.
My pleasure.
That site, or that link rather, Get Money Smart, is on the State Society site. It's nysscpa.org. You'll find a link to that on our site as well at rochesterfirst.com.